Yeah, I'll get a crunchy water cream cone, please.
Yeah?
A crunchy water glass of milk. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I've been waiting. I don't know what we decided. Or ice cream just gets a whole different name because crunchy water cream is too long.
Crunchy water cream is too long. What would they call ice cream then if they can't call it crunchy water cream?
Crunchy milk.
Crunchy milk?
Yo, boy.
Alright, we've given I'm still waiting on a reply from Naomi, so once you're back in the game, Divine, we can start it up.
Oh.
Anything cold or frozen is just crunchy blank.
Crunchy blank. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Would all candy just be considered crunchy honey then? Would it just be considered crunchy honey for all candy?
You got some frozen veggies and crunchy veggies.
Crunchy veg. What if they're already crunchy to begin with, like a crisp piece of lettuce? or
you got
broccoli.
like frozen peas and carrots in your freezer.
Peas. Crunchy peas.
Or I'm sorry, in your cruncher.
In your cruncher. It's called a crunchifier. They don't call it a freezer. They call it a crunchifier. Anything you put in becomes crunchy. That's terrible. Oh my god.
Oh, it's boy hours.
Oh no. It's boy hours. Hang on, let me go on Twitch and change the name real quick. I hate boy
I always
hours.
forget to change the name of your streams.
I keep forgetting it's an auto change. I love how it still says a podcast. No, it's not a podcast anymore.
It's boy hours.
It's either D&D boy hours or podcast boy hours.
Boy hours. What the fuck?
Honestly, I have no clue what episode we're on anymore at this point. I just stream at this point, and because it's this I meant to keep track. This is just meant for me to archive stuff.
Well, you're streaming right now?
Yeah, I always stream the sessions.
Yeah, all our D&D sessions are streamed live.
Live on twitch.tv/LegendHDGaming. Yeah, live on twitch.tv/LegendHDGaming. LegendHDGaming. Alright, Divine, hop back in the game and we can start up this, the recap and continuation of where we left off previously.
Previously on
the, what's this show's called? What's our show called, guys?
Huh?
What's our show called?
Boy hours.
I'm not calling this boy hours. I refuse to call the D&D sessions boy hours. Boy hours the campaign. So you got Harmon Quest, you got Critical Role, you got Dungeons and Halfwits, and then you got boy hours.
boy hours.
Boy hours.
And the one that least resembles playing D&D is just called boy hours.
Call it D&D and chill.
Oh my god, make it relatable to the new gen.
The youth.
Bro, you trying to D&D and chill? Bro, how would that work, bro? Because the implication of Netflix and chill is that it's gonna get sexual. How would D&D and chill work, bro? Roll to seduce every 5 minutes. You fail, you don't get smashed. You don't get to smash your below a nat 20. Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Everything's determined by a die roll.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, you would get a lot of views from that, dude.
D&D and chill. Maybe when I write a less stressful campaign, I'll give it a less stressful name.
Bro, that's the best part. People are like, oh, D&D boy hours. All right, sounds pretty chill. Oh God, what the fuck?
You want? What is that? Why is everyone dead? What is going on?
And then they have to watch from the beginning.
All the way from campaign 1 that doesn't exist.
If that doesn't work, put big with it. So it's big
Critical
boy
Role.
hours.
first half of the campaign wasn't recorded.
Yeah, like Critical Role, where they just don't know how, and they reference the first half, but notice the hell they're talking about. We're all like, yeah, we understand.
Yeah, you know, I mean, literally, because like in Critical Role 2, they went up to level 8, where they started got up to level 5, and then just skipped to 15.
That's why I'm taking the liberty of writing the entire last campaign down in like novel form, so I can recall it for when I'm animating it later, but also so people can read it if they want to. Of course, I'm going to embellish a little bit to make things seem a bit more epic, but, you know, it's still going to be somewhat truthful to the canon.
Based on real events.
Based on real events. The point when an entire state was taken over by a fucking dragon, based on real events. Philadelphia is in
fiction events.
Yeah, Philadelphia is in flames. Alright. Divine, hop back in the game. We gotta get it started, bro.
Huh?
Hop back in the game. We gotta get it started.
Oh, yeah. Big boy hours.
Stop. Stop. It's not the name. But Naomi has not replied. I think she died. She might have actually died this time. I say that a lot.
So what happens then is like the next week we should name it True Boy Hours.
True Boy Hours. We should name this one True Boys because there's no girls here.
Damn, yeah, sure. Alright.
Lizzie's MIA and Naomi's also
What
MIA.
Why is nobody fucking here?
Where'd the game? No, what'd you happen to your game? Oh, you're back again. What the hell's happening?
Dude, I don't know, bro. It's tripping.
Alright, I think you have sight. Yeah, you have sight. You have dark vision, actually, also, because you had the darkness spell cast on you. You have dark vision for 8 hours.
Hey.
Oh, you're welcome.
So
Thanks.
you and Winston can see in the dark, actually. Boris can.
Yeah.
Boris is a torch.
Boris.
Alright, to recap what happened in the last session, you all, whoa, hang on, what happened in the last... Okay, yeah, you all, okay, I remember what happened in the last session. I was like, what happened? Where did we leave off? So, in the session before that, you all had left off, about to go into the ocean to check out a faint glimmer, a faint shine beneath the surface of the water, a few hundred feet deep. You all swam to the bottom to realize it was an old underwater temple belonging to the goddess of, I think it was, life or joy. The goddess of joy, Lyra, is what it was. Upon entering the temple through the one entrance, that was a broken glass window, as the rest was partially submerged in sedimented rock. You all found the interior of the temple to be in slightly well-maintained shape with the construction as it is, but the interior itself was destroyed, as in the benches and the pedestals. However, there was one lone pedestal in the center where prayer, or the priest would usually stand, that held a singular gold chalice. After much deliberation and investigation of the chalice, Eric walked up and grabbed the chalice off the pedestal while Zavsheda was still pondering what to do with it. The temple itself shook and was broken free from the rock and plummeted into the deep-sea trench that it was next to. After a few moments of water swirling and faint glimmering energy within the bubbles around, the temple itself settled to the bottom of the water, to which you can presume was the bottom of the trench, and 6 magic circles flashed on and sent the entire party into a deep sleep for a minute. In that time, you were transported to an unknown building that it had white walls and rows of lined beds that you were all tucked into. After a few moments of you all laying there and recollecting yourselves, a Triton humanoid, fish gills, and webbed fingers and hands walked into the room, startled by you all awakening. Took you all to meet the leader of the city of Rondos, which you guys was on the the plane of water, elemental plane of water. You met, I believe her name was Darren. Yes, her name was Darren. She was the chief of the village, and she asked, well, her son, you had previously met, named Kidness, who you had met on Merchant Island, had asked you all to come to Lucia looking for clues for the Shadowfell. He assumed you'd make it to the city eventually, so when you had finally arrived there, he came to greet you all. Told you that there was a mission he would like you all to do in exchange for knowledge of the Shadowfell. He said he needs you all, it was later you all needed to defeat an aboleth that had been harassing the village and lifeline and life within the plane of water near a deep underwater temple that had existed for eons. The aboleth itself was on like its last few legs, as it had been at war with the Tritons in the plane of water for many generations, and was finally being pushed back, and they needed you all to help with one last final push. You all defeated the aboleth with a final finger of death, finishing off from Zavari. It plummeted to the bottom of the ocean, into the depths of the darkness, and then you all had made your way into the temple after Boris had caught up briefly. You entered.
We should have looted it. Oh well.
Looted the. It's. Huh? The aboleth?
Yeah, take his 10.
That's wild. But you all had entered the temple after defeating it. The stone doors sealing shut behind you and forming into a straight stone wall, no longer resembling a doorway anymore. Upon entering, you will receive a message saying that ye who entered the temple should be warned of the trials ahead, because the relic at the end of the journey here would grant you powers said to be most godly. At that point, you all had decided to stop the campaign near the entrance here, and that is where you all had left off.
All right, guys. See you next week.
Is this where I learned Sage Mode?
Oh my god. However, as you do look around from what you can see here, the main entranceway itself looks to be lined with stone pillars that reach nearly 50 feet tall to the ceiling. The floors are a dark gray stone, finely carved and well maintained. The air itself feels cold and damp, but at the same time thick and hard to breathe in, much like the air in a mountain or like a dense fog. It still smells and feels fresh, however, it's just this very thick kind of air. It's kind of hard to breathe in. It doesn't hinder you all anyway, but it's just so you all know. It seems very like very.
I'm immune
humid.
to poison, so.
Seems very like humid in here, like just very thick air. It's cold all around you. And you all have entered the temple that you were told of, and Boris is lingering in the back as well.
Oh.
What would you all care to do?
I'll look around to everyone and say, well, I don't know how we're able to get. Saying that very ominous. I don't know about you all, but I would certainly fancy a short rest on, because I want to hear, and if it's anything like what was outside.
One moment here. And I'm back. You decided you kept cutting out slightly for me for a bit, but I'm back now. Sorry about that. So you all go to...
all in favor of a short rest?
I say Zavar, was she injured at all? Slightly. Was she injured at all? No, not really, actually. Zavar's still fine. I'd say Grim would agree with you, as well as, I suppose, was Winston hurt? No, I say Grim would agree with you, along with possibly Froggy Romo, but that's up to him, because he was hit for a bit also.
Taking a long rest?
A short rest.
Short rest.
Oh yeah. Let me
and as you all had entered the temple, you did get a message from the outside. One of the messages from the army as well.
Hey, look at that. The right amount of health. That's insane. Oh yeah, I don't have temporary hit points anymore. I have to go down.
Here. Grim has this thing. Since we're taking a short rest. Medic.
Medic! Medic!
Oh, but Tark, did you hear the recap though?
Willing. Okay.
You said YouTube rewind?
Did you hear my recap?
So, Froggy Romo, are you going to use a hit die?
Yeah, I did.
You get max heals from that hit dice.
I mean, I was already at full health.
Well, you still got it.
Yeah, thank you.
Grim will do one for himself.
Froggy Romo, you should be at 152 actually, because you had the Hero's Feast.
Oh shit, I forgot about
I put it
that.
up.
And there you go.
I put it up. You're good for there. I put it up.
You're up to full.
Thank you.
Yep, you're good now.
Heroes Feast.
Oh, yeah, Grim also got max from that hit die. That's plus 9. Oh yeah, Grim's at 69.
Hell yeah.
What's that?
Tar, would you care to heal
shade.
Jackson at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't work. Alright.
Heal myself, right?
Thanks, Grim.
Yes, healing yourself. I love how you use all your good rolls on everyone else, and then when it comes to you, Andrew, you're like, I'ma just not.
Nah, it's cool.
What level, Tarek? You have up to 4th level for your cure wounds.
Who else is using
What's Jackson's HP right now?
He's 12 hit points under.
Oh yeah, give me a level give me one of the levels.
I'll give you a level 2.
Well, okay, wait. Are you gonna use your hit die?
No, he's using cure wounds. He's using cure wounds for himself and Jackson.
Yeah, roll a d4 to find out what level.
A d4.
Oh wait, don't use your 4th level. Just use like the 2nd one.
I got a second. I rolled a 2 anyway. I rolled a 2 anyways. I rolled a 2 anyways. So 2nd level.
Alright, yeah.
10 points.
10 points. All right. So plus 10 to you.
Is Zavari gonna use a hit die?
She was not injured, so she's not.
Zavari's fine. What about Winston?
Winston was not hit either. Right before Winston was attacked, the aboleth was killed, so they didn't attack him.
What's Eric at?
Eric is at 148 of 166.
Here, have a thing.
Right,
Give it to my dog.
I'll Eric use a hit die then.
Max hit die.
All right, I'll have him use 1. Let's see. I love how I rolled max anyways. Andrew. So Eric gets plus 12 more.
Oh baby.
All right, so Eric is only 6 hit points under. Oh, also, I'd never explained to you, Divine, but for short rests, the rule I have for certain ones, if it's a normal short rest, I allow you to use half your hit die, not all your hit die.
Okay.
Just because if you use all of them, it'd be kind of ridiculous to get full health from a short rest, you know?
Yeah.
Because like the lower level spellcasters can get full health from using all their hit die.
So you're pretty much using Pathfinder, 'cause that's what Pathfinder does.
Yeah, technically. And then for long rest, it's the same.
I had a grappling hook.
Huh?
What?
What do you say?
I thought Pathfinder had a grappling hook.
Using grapple. It's zipline time.
Oh my gosh.
Alright. Are you all done healing up?
Hold on.
I'll have Jackson or Froggeroma right on Jackson actually. Oh, by the way, Froggeroma, your beetle is not here by the way.
It's whatever.
Your beetle is still on the material plane because you did not bring your beetle with you into the ocean because your beetle cannot swim.
Yeah.
And also your beetle would have died when you hit anything in there when the temple was crashing.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So
He would have been crushed.
Yeah, so currently your beetle is still in the material plane.
He's just waiting by the shore.
Basically, yeah.
Tied up to a tree.
On
It's a good beetle.
It's like a small string attached to like a twig jammed into the ground.
We get back and the twig is gone. Where'd he go?
You see a long drag line of the twig going through the sand. Alright.
He was following something.
You see other beetle footprints along the sand. He's just following a herd of beetles. Alright. But are you all healed up, everyone?
I guess. The best I can do.
Alright. Who would like to lead?
That sounds like a ranger's job.
Eric, do you care to lead the... Or Froggeroma, would you care to lead since you're actually here and you can see stuff?
Huh?
Since you can actually see things, would you care to lead instead? So you can actually lead the group? Because Eric can't see. He's in his car right now. So you can lead your group.
Aww. Yeah.
I'll have the group follow you.
Alright. Why you got me doing this?
They're right. Everyone's right behind you. They're like right behind you. They're not going that far. Everyone's right behind you. You're fine.
I know, but I feel like a frog that's in danger, and I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna go.
As you'll get to this, you see the corridor split off into the right and the left, and there's a pathway heading straight down as well.
Oh my god.
It looks to be like a large center, like trying to think of the word, like kind of like a great hall kind of room right now, where there's pillars lining the way down to the main hallway, and then it branched off to two sides as well, where it just leaves like open space, from what y'all can see.
Okay. Well, let's go check over here. Look at that. Damn.
As you all enter the first
traps.
Oh, trap, yes. Who has the best? Oh, actually, Zashada, you should do it because you have. Do you have a higher perception?
What do you want me to do?
Who has the highest perception? I'm saying. I don't know if you have the highest perception or not.
Oh no, passive perception. I have a.
Let's see. Eric has a perception of +7.
Grim has a 17.
A plus 17. Excuse me. Oh no.
A +7.
So Grim and Eric are about the same. Zavari is. I think she's high investigation, but not perception. I don't believe. Yeah, Zavari has a +0 to perception actually, so not Zavari. So I'll say Eric, with the help of Grim, will look around here. I'll give them advantage. Alright. So set. Well. Alright. That wasn't that good actually. I rolled a 14. Looking around, Eric and Grim kind of scan the camp. They don't see very many obvious traps in this area, or hidden traps in this area, other than the large open bear trap over by this tent. However, nothing else seems to really catch their eye in terms of traps in the area. But looking around, you all do see this looks to be a... where is it here? Where's my note for that, actually? Here it is. This appears to be a small camp. Looking around, there's empty tents, a bag of dry, rotted bag of oats on the ground. There's an old, dusted bear trap, a dead campfire with a piece of rotten meat atop the grill, and a sealed adventurer's pack over in the far corner by one of the other tents.
Can I, as Grim, cast Detect Magic as a ritual?
Yes, you may. within 30 feet, right?
Let me see.
I'll have Winston way down here and watch your backs.
Yeah, anything within 30 feet.
Let's see here. 30 feet of Grim. Nothing in the area appears to be magical, I don't believe. Check the notes here. Yeah, nothing really appears to be magical in the area.
Safe so far.
It does appear to be safe, and the perimeter Grim has looked around. Borsta looking over the desk, kind of reading the notes and flipping through the pages and looking at the map and everything. He's kind of investigating the
Oh,
table.
actually, I'll have Zashada do it too, because we both have Detect Magic apparently. I didn't realize I had it too.
Alright.
I'm gonna walk over to the tent.
Detect Magic, 30 feet. Nothing magical near the tent. And nothing magical within range of your Detect Magic otherwise. Grim over there does not pick up anything as well. Nothing magical seems to be in the camp as of right now.
Okay. I guess I will begin to investigate, like searching through stuff over here, see if there's anything.
Okay, you
of note.
Flap open the tent, look inside. It appears to be it's an open and like untucked sleeping bag in the tent. It's an open and emptied bag of like looks like to be like a ration bag that was in there. Looking inside, it looks like there was probably a scuffle of some sort, but there are no traces of anyone left in here.
There's no remains at all?
No remains, no.
What about in Grim's tent?
Grim looked in that tent. In that tent, it looks to be about the same, only this tent was like cut open from the outside inwards.
Oh, gee.
And it looks like the person in there, there's a bit of blood there, but otherwise there's no remains as well. Like it's a long.
Does it look like a knife slashing or like a creature?
It looks like a blade slashing from the outside. Like it's a very clean cut.
Okay. interesting on the table?
Boris is looking over. Oh, Boris is looking over the table, and he's just looking. He's like, "This looks like a collection of notes and a journal from an expedition group. Nothing of note here. If you'd like to read it, you're welcome to." And he like steps to the side.
I'll just put it in Peter.
We'll
read this later.
Okay.
Well, I'll like quickly skim it, just to make sure there's nothing we should be looking out for, like some creature they write about.
You do see notes about something that they have written about that seem to have startled them one day. Reading the excerpt from the log, it says, "We heard strange noise. We heard strange sounds come from the depths, and something down there darted across the hall at incredible speeds. We planned on entering this place with a team of 20, but now we're down to 11. 9 men went missing after the time we saw that creature outside the temple until we got in here. We have a rough map of the scouting trip from the outside of the structure, but it seems the interior of this place has changed since our last trip here. I don't know if we can make it past entry with this little manpower. There are probably changes that we have never seen, but we'll venture on regardless, and it is signed by someone named More Far Less."
Anyone recognize that name?
You're welcome to make history. I'm assuming you read this out loud. You're welcome to make a history check. That was for Boris.
History.
Has Boris heard that name? Just did Boris. 1 second here. What'd you roll for history?
16.
With that, you would know that he was, more or less, was a leader of a well-known roaming adventuring team. They were a 20-man strong team, and they were known to be some of the best in the world. They went missing about 80 years ago, searching the world for new treasures.
Cool. I'm gonna look to everyone else and say, "What? Everyone, your eyes peeled? This place is probably quite dangerous if they were able to take out the group. About 20 men.
Are you gonna have Grim look over the bag over here in the other corner?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Grim flips open the bag. It looks to be just a small sealed adventures pack like the ones you carry. There is a half-drawn magic circle on there. It has not been activated, but there's a half-drawn magic circle on the sheet itself, with a small folded note like wrapped up in it as well. And Grim brings both of them. Or Grim brings you the half-written scroll and note, and the wholly written note over to you as well.
What are they both about?
The magic circle, looking over it, I'll say you probably use... Would you like to use Identify on it? Just the circle in general. It's not fully completed yet, but I'd say you can probably figure it out. After looking over it, you do read it, and Grim can also help you figure it out that the half-written magic circle is a plane shift magic circle that was on a small piece of paper. It was like it was being drawn on by someone, but it wasn't actually finished. And the note itself looks to be... It was written to someone. It says... "To my beloved Lilana, should this note ever reach you, I just want you to know I love you and I'm sorry I couldn't make it home. Please take care of our boy. I want to give you both the world, but it seems that's not possible anymore. I hope you both will forgive me for being such a terrible husband and father. Live a long, happy life. I want nothing more for you both. Love forever and always, Oscar."
Where's Dave?
La.
But otherwise, the note seems to just be a written note to his whoever Oscar is, to probably his wife. That was never sent off, however.
Well.
What the fuck?
Alright, boys, and Zavari. I think that, well, there's not much else that we can learn from these people. We should just continue on. Ari Romo, forward.
Which way are you guys going now? Which way are you guys going now?
It's gonna keep heading north, I suppose.
All right.
Already going on that.
Winston and Boris are gonna say they're gonna watch the campsite just to make sure nothing follows you all. And I'll say Eric will leave Jackson as well, but he'll come with you.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say we need some way to keep in.
Yeah, Boris is gonna keep looking over the notes on this table as you guys move forward. Moving forward to here.
Okay. This is where I learned Sage Mode.
Yeah. And I'm gonna stay right behind Froggy Romo with my detect magic to keep track of anything in front of
moving forward to
and
here.
Grim's gonna stay in the back to keep track of anything behind him.
All right. You do pick up on magic in this area as you enter the
What school
nearest
of
office.
magic?
It appears to be a school of illusion magic.
Everyone be prepared. May perhaps be some sort of illusions up ahead. Keep your eyes peeled.
And as you get closer to the doorway, a projected program of a humanoid appears, and it seems to be a very scrawny, like middle-aged man holding a sword. He's like, "Stay back! I'm warning you! Don't go any farther! I mean it! I'll kill you!" And he's just standing there holding the sword there, and the message keeps repeating as he stands there.
Well, I believe we found the illusion. How confident do you all feel about continuing forward?
I'm down.
All right.
So Froggy Romo leads the group inside, and you see, as you walk through the illusion, it kind of dissipates as you pass through it. And you see, as you pass through it, there's a humanoid sitting in the back corner, leaning against a table, skeletal form, no longer alive.
Oh yeah, he dead.
Yep, we found his body. I think he put that illusion there to try to keep himself alive. He was scared of something.
Who knows what was through here?
Looking about the office, you all scan around, and you do see, one second here, you see a collection of tables, desks, a table of swords and tools, collections of writings on different tables as well, and then the small lone body in the back there, clinging with a broken necklace in his hand.
I'm gonna walk over to it and see if I recognize it. Any symbols or markings on it.
Roll, I'd say if you did I say roll Arcana, actually.
History or
Arcana for the necklace.
Oof.
19. With that, you glance over and you can see it appears to be a very much broken charm of protection from good and evil. It appears that he broke it himself. It appears that he broke it himself, though. Like, it wasn't done externally. It appears he broke it himself, as it's still lying in his hand.
Because our friend here had a charm of protection from good and evil, but it's already smashed. Curious.
And there's a collection. You see all around him are just papers and notes scattered on all the tables, and he's leaning up against a desk of like old tools and dull and rusty weaponry.
Can I look over them and see what the notes are talking about?
Which desk? That desk has no notes. You see behind him, however, there is a small, behind him, as you move it closer and, like, kind of look behind his body for any notes, you do see a small, empty Dungeoneer's pack and a pouch of coin that is kind of spilled over next to him.
Shifty eyes. Grabs coins.
Okay, it's about, you count it over kind of to yourself, it's about 20 platinum.
Oh shit, bitch. I'll take that.
You putting it in your inventory or putting it in the bag?
That's in my...
Wild. But scanning over the table, you look over, you see it's mostly just old weapons and tools covered in rust. There's a few cartographer's tools and some like glyph decoders that look handmade on here as well.
There's nothing else magical in the room, right?
No, nothing else magical from what you can see.
It's Grim and Savari will probably go at this table.
Okay, I'll have Eric watch the doorway with Froggy Romo, I guess, then, unless Froggy Romo wants to look around it well.
Then while they're looking at... So, I'm assuming, like, while I was over here, they went over here.
Yes, that works.
And then, once they finish that, they'll go over here, and I'll go over here.
Okay, at your desk, it appears to be notes on the temple itself that he has written down, like, just small, like, scribbled down notes. From what you can read, it says, odd scraping noise coming from some creature. I am not a combat-ready caster, so I'll have to use my invisibility scrolls to sneak down the hall. It appears all the sounds are in the side rooms, so like most likely a deterrent for whatever treasure hunters search for the rooms, or to attract battle-hungry warriors. You read also from another note that says, upon reaching the exit, I was forced to shamble through a cluster of these four-armed creatures. They seem to rely on hearing and sight, so I used an illusion spell to draw them away. They let out these awful shrieks, calling any and all creatures near them to the area. He uses time as they rush past him to head to a door, only to find it was locked. However, he tried to use a gate spell to get through it. It seemed ineffective. He tried to use a knock spell to unlock it. It also seemed to not work. And he said he would return to his room, his study room, and try and devise another way to escape or complete the trials.
Maybe we're gonna run into locked doors that.
Grim and Zavari find a journal here, and they bring you the journal over to you as they've read through it themselves. Looking at the journal, you see it's written by a warlock scholar named Isaiah Rhett. What was that? Hello?
Is my boy good?
Ooh, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. But the journal appears to be written by a warlock scholar named Isaiah Rhett. It's his journal that he's been taking notes on from here. What else is there? Oh, sorry. The bottom right table has notes on the Aboleth and Triton City. I'm sorry. The notes here read about the city seems to be protected by a sort of magic dome, keeps water and evil beings out, but the people from within are allowed to traverse in and out with ease. It must relate to some sort of invulnerability spell. Only allows a select few to travel through it. The Aboleth is quick and lurks in the murky reaches near the temple, and he can see how unskilled or unwarned could fall prey to the beast, and he does not know much about it. But the way it captures food appears to be with some sort of mucus that sickens the creature and allows the Aboleth an easy kill. And then there's one final table in the bottom left that no one has gone to yet.
Grim and Zavari would probably go to that.
Okay. On this table, however, they do find... I've mixed up, but on this table they do find the journal written by a man named Isaiah Rhett, who is apparently an old scholar of some sorts.
And good friends.
What'd you say?
Alright. Cool and good friends. Let's take these notes and make sure where we're going. If there's anything he wrote that may be able to help us continue along.
You all exit the room. But as you walk out reading over the journal he has, you recognize the name, however. The name appears to be a very prominent spellcaster. He's a noble explorer from over 400 years ago. He had gathered information on treasures, monsters, and locations, and he wrote most of the textbooks used to teach future generations. His books are still used in many of the spellcasting schools today, actually. And the note he has... Yes, they said, last people heard of him, they say he went missing for a powerful magic item he called the Holy Grail. And the journal appears to be a log of his exploration of the plane of water. His final log in there stating he's, I've lost count of the days. I think it's been 3 months. I haven't eaten for about 2 of those anyways. The creatures here aren't evil, so the charm is pointless. I might as well break this useless garbage. More importantly, my notes on the temple are almost done. I'll finish the last section on what I know about this temple soon, but I just feel so sleepy. I think I'll rest for now and finish tomorrow.
Dang.
You skim through most of the pages. Most of the notes seem like things you've already read from the previous group you found. However, there is one note here that dictates how he first found the temple. He said he found a temple deep in the elemental plane of water. Matched the temple description of the temple holding the grail. He hears loud scraping noises come from deep within, and he dares not enter closer. That's all you can gather from his notes.
Well, it looks like he did come in, but, well, looks like he didn't make it out.
So you all return to the small encampment here, and relay the notes to Winston, Boris, and I'll say, I think just to Winston and Boris. And where would you all care to move forward from here? There's still the southernmost part of the room, and then there's the hallway to what would be your right.
Hold on, let's see which way. The south?
You're heading down south?
Okay.
I'll group you all up.
Like a horizontal clearing.
All right. I'll leave Winston, Jackson, and Boris here once again, just to make sure the camp is still cool. The rest of you all make your way south, further down. As you all pass the long hallway, you try to listen out for the scraping sounds you were told were like very obvious, but you don't really hear much from down there. It seems very quiet.
Whatever was there isn't there anymore.
This
Or
side
at least
appears.
it's quiet.
This side appears to be relatively empty, but there is a large like glass, not glass, but a large like magically clear through window out to the ocean.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Froggamer, would you care to move closer to the area to look around?
You want to move closer, or? Hello? Hello, can you hear us? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Now because I came up to my chest, and I didn't realize it had my stuff in it, and I broke it. And I was in creative mode, so all of it came to me but disappeared. Creative.
Oh no.
If you get stuff that feels like your or it just disappears. So I gotta retrace my stuff.
That's some ass.
Hey, listen.
Would y'all care to
You
move?
can.
Oh.
You can, but you probably won't be able to tell because I have a.
Would y'all care to move forward though?
I find any money? Yes.
What? What's going on right here? I don't know what's happening. I'm so lost.
He asked if I.
One second here. I can't hear Divine. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. What'd you say?
Can hear Tarek.
I can hear you guys now. Or talk real quick?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I can't hear me.
That's fine.
What?
That's fine. Hello, Tarek. Would you all care to move forward? You see like this?
Can I ask Shada if she found any money? Or can I tell? Can I tell if she's trying to deceive me?
You can, if you want to roll perception back in the office, you can, and the Shada can roll sleight of hand to see what happened.
Yeah. Can we run that?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Roll sleight of hand, Shada, and Eric, I'll roll perception for you.
Uh-huh.
You have
Can I roll acrobatics?
No.
I mean,
You got
Like,
plus
do a
7.
back.
I mean, would he really have noticed though? He was guarding the door.
That is
back.
true. I'll give him disadvantage. That is true. I'll give him disadvantage. You have advantage as well, Shada.
Oh, I have advantage? Cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
You rolled 16 plus.
I got a 7. JK,
Oh.
that's a 7.
Yeah, with that, you kind of grab the bag and trink, and with that, Tarek, or Eric, I rolled really well for Max. I rolled a 16 and an 18 plus 7 for him. He kind of turns around and sees you, like, drop a coin and pick it up and then put it in your pouch. But it's up to him whether he would say anything or not. It's up to him whether he would say anything or not.
But
I can't hear Divine.
What's up?
Oh, there you are. I saw your mic. I couldn't hear you, though. But, Eric, you did see her with some coin. You did, yes.
like, and it was clear she was trying to hide something, right?
Yeah, it was very
No,
obvious.
I mean, I wasn't
there.
really trying to hide it. I was just like,
She
oh,
just
some
pocketed
coins. Mine.
Yeah, she just kind of pocketed it. You got a Colorado note, or are you just gonna chill?
Yeah, I'll just be like,
Alright.
probably a couple coins.
But yeah, you all see the same shimmering, like, field
I mean,
as-
I'm sure you couldn't see how many coins I had.
He could not. He saw your back, and he saw, like, a coin fall, but you picked it up really quickly and put it back in the pouch.
Yeah. Put it in the bag. Whatever.
But yeah, you all approach this clear, magical barrier by this views out into the ocean.
Was it like a wall?
You are not sure from this range. You can't tell. It looks similar to the. It looks very similar to the one that the I would say the one around the Triton City, but this resembles more of like just a standard wall of force.
Hey, so I'm gonna tell Zavari. Sorry, come here. Is that thing you?
Is what thing?
Wall of force thing.
She looks at it and she's like, yeah, it looks to be a wall of force. She acknowledges it appears to be like a wall of force.
Ring of fire.
Jesus Christ, what the
What happened?
Jesus Christ.
Oh
what the
yeah,
fuck is that?
looking out into the ocean, you see a few feet deep down on like the edge of the reef, just this oddly tall creature just looking at you all through the wall of force, just staring at you all.
What is it? What's staring at us?
As you get closer, you watch it kind of step back further in the darkness.
Oh shit.
Yeah, chill.
What the fuck is that?
Can I tell what it was?
You look at it and you could tell
like a
it
check
is.
to see if I.
No, you can tell it's similar to the creature that Tohil had seen previously in the other city.
Oh God, it's following us.
And as you went to the window, it kind of backed up into the darkness of the ocean, then disappeared into the shadows.
All right, guys, we're being stalked.
No one seems to have any. Like, oh, we're being stalked. All right, all right.
What's stalking us? What is that?
That thing that was watching us from behind the wall in the other area. Yeah, it's here.
People don't know how to use fucking roundabouts.
But as you look around this area, nothing else seems to really catch your eye in this other than that wall of force that's kind of like blocking the exterior.
Cool and good, mates.
What the fuck? This road is closed?
Dark's having a tough day.
Rough.
Would you all care to return back to the camp and meet up with Boris and everyone?
Yeah, we'll go.
You all hear an odd as you watch as the wall that you were just looking at, that had the wall of force there, seals up into stone and closes. The wall behind you that was visible once before, like the wall you were just looking at, has sealed up. Like the wall of force that was there, it has sealed up now.
In it, bro.
So you group with Boris and you recap everything to Boris and Winston, and they're kind of you all sit there for a minute to recap. And you've essentially explored the main interior areas of the initial entrance. Boris is like, if reading these notes says there's something down there, I'm not really comfortable with fighting anything. I might just hang here at the camp and keep an eye on you all, if that's okay.
That'd probably be best.
Winston is still gonna follow you, however.
Oh.
He kind of like gives Boris like a fist pump, and he walks back to the group.
Fist?
Boris, yeah, he like gives like a little fist bump, and then he walks back. And Boris is like,
Bump.
And Boris is like, you all be safe down there. I'll be keeping in touch. I can see through Miss Zavari's eyes as long as she lives in the same plane as us. So you should be very careful down here.
Wait, what?
Boris, when Boris first met you all, he like touched Zavari's forehead, and he cast a spell on her so he could see through her sights, through her senses.
All Father, give me sight.
However, when he does that, his own senses are basically nullified.
Whoa. That's hardcore.
And Boris is like, I can use do you all have anything I can use to communicate with you all with? I can use these scrolls I have here. I got from the fish people to talk to you all when things come up, but otherwise I can just watch through your eyes and see how things go, and if you need help, I come down, okay?
I could leave Tohil here. He can communicate telepathically, so whatever you tell him, he can
Don't worry about that. Your snake is important to you. You must... I'd rather you all be safe than worry about me. If worst comes to worst, I can escape, you know? Boris has ways. Or I can hide. The doors seem closed, so I can't really leave, but... things happen sometimes.
Boris. Boris survived.
Boris the animal!
When there's a Boris, there's a Whack.
Like, I'll be fine. I've gone through many tough situations before. This is just another one.
Like I said, if there's a Boris, there's a Whack.
I like the way you talk, small frogman. You are a good friend of mine now. And Nick goes over and shakes your small hand. Very well. If you all are going to move onwards, I'll keep my eyes through Zavari, and you all stay safe, okay?
Alrighty.
And he like puts all his scrolls on the table. He has like a collection of these sending scrolls there that he's using, and he just kind of looks over the map there, and he closes his eyes for a minute and just stands there, and he's watching through Zavari's eyes.
Hello?
Move you all down back in the main corridor. Would you all care to move down the main hallway?
Alright, hold on. Alright, boys.
Y'all move
Got our
down.
detect magics up. Can I go here? I have Grim and Winston bringing up the rear.
Y'all have Winston. Oh, Grim and Winston there? Alright. I'll have Zavari right here. And I'll have Jackson over here. I'll also have Jackson here then, and Winston will be here. Something like this. We'll figure out the formation in a second here. How about that?
Well, no, I was gonna have Jackson there, Zavari there, and then
I can put Eric here.
no. Move Eric up. Now move Zavari next to between Grim and Zasheda.
Ah, and then Winston here.
Yeah.
All right. And Frogger will you all head down the hallway. It's a very long and dark hallway as you all move forward. And you see a door off to your right. And a door off to your left as well.
Right here?
You walk up. Are you gonna walk over and say, do you hear it, or are you gonna go up to it?
No, I was saying, is it right there?
Yes, it is right there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see on the map. But I was just double checking.
Oh, sorry. I tried to make it more visible when I was editing the map earlier.
I'm gonna have Tohill go up to and have him listen, see if he hears anything behind the door.
Alright, roll perception from Tohill. Oh.
Listen, my child.
Oh yeah, but wait, are you all just walking through, or are you doing anything stealthily as well?
I want to be stealthy.
I mean, yeah, I want to be stealthy.
Alright, everyone roll stealth, please.
And I'm gonna have Grim to, Are we gonna... Oh no, I don't have it prepared. Never mind, no password.
Everyone, I'll roll stealth.
Also, Tohill has blind sight, so... I mean, could he sense through the wall if there was something there?
But that's only within 10 feet. There appears to be nothing within 10 feet of the doorway, however.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if it's there, then...
Stealth from Winston. I need stealth from Froggy Romo as well.
I rolled.
Oh, my bad. And then I just roll Zavar then. Zavar has a +7 in stealth.
Bang, Zavari. What was that?
I didn't see what it was.
It was a 13.
That's the wrong one. Let me look at that sheet. I rolled a 20, 13, 19, 5. A 5 from Winston. 26, 13.
Jeez.
I need to... And oh, did Tohill roll stealth as well?
Hmm. Sneaky snack.
14. With that, as Tohill slips the door and you all kind of try and do your best to be quiet as you walk in the hallway, Tohill with a perception of 14 does hear a light of something sliding across the stonework. However, it is drifting further away from the door.
Okay. Yeah, so as Toho relays that message, we have to stay quiet. Sounds like something's moving on the other side of that door. And Benson fucking trips on Dexter.
Are you gonna open the door at all?
I don't want to touch it.
I mean, your detect magic is still up, and you don't really pick up anything magical within the presence of the doorway.
I'm gonna stand next to the door,
Okay.
and have to call Toho back to me. Cast Mage Hand. Slowly creak open the door.
Okay. Oops, where's that? There it is. I'll do that. You kind of like creak it open just a little bit to peek inside. Glancing in, you don't see anything over there on the left side.
All right, Toho. In there. In there.
As Toho enters, through a small crack in the bookshelf, he does see something kind of shamble further back into the room.
In there. Ooh, looks like a library. Slither.
The loud scraping sound at this point has gotten far away, and it seems to have exited the room at this point.
Alright. I'm gonna tell everyone. Seems like the immediate vicinity is safe. Go slowly and quietly. And I'll finish opening the door and walk through.
Okay. Froggeroma enters with Eric and Zavar and everyone following up.
Also, it appears there was something behind these books.
You guys gonna close doors behind you or leave it open?
I say leave it open.
Okay.
In case we have to leave.
Fucking
As you all move forward into the room, I'll have everyone go this way on this side. I'll have a team moving this way also. You hear a loud, not a loud voice, a voice in your head. Halt, everyone who enters this room. You are being warned. Come no further.
I hope they remember you.
I'll come wherever I want.
I'm warning you. Do not come any further.
I think we should go further.
I'm gonna keep walking forward, but also I want to look at the bookshelves and see are they actually filled with books at all, or is it just empty?
They are lined with books.
Well, I guess we found the knowledge.
DJ Khaled, come out
Are
here.
you all moving forward still?
Yeah.
Do not move any further into this room.
Might I ask why?
I'm very dangerous.
He's not dangerous.
How convincing does that sound?
Roll insight.
I'm gonna roll insight for that too, honestly.
Oh my god.
He's not dangerous, my friends.
16. 22. With that, it seems he doesn't sound very, very intimidating from the way he's saying it.
Yeah, it sounds like the way my father used to talk to me.
Hey, you better cut that out. This is your last warning. Seriously, do not move any closer down the hallway. Are you serious right? Oh my god. Guys, seriously, do not round the court. Oh god.
What?
Pay no attention to the small snail behind the shelf. Pay no away with you. Away.
This is the Wizard of Oz.
And you see, as you all get closer, it starts flailing its eyes at everyone. Away, I said.
Why?
I don't know.
Wait a
mean
minute.
you no harm. We're just exploring. We've been trapped in here. We don't know where to go.
Ha! You've been trapped in here. I've been trapped in here for eons. By the way, the voice is still in your head. This snail is just kind of talking, but the voice is still in your head.
Can I
You know, that's a weird thing to flex about.
You can't inside check that. He seems to be pretty truthful, saying he's been stuck in here for a bit.
Oh shit, he's been in here for eons. Holy.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to flex about. Why would he flex that he's been here for eons?
Odd flex, but okay.
By the way, if you all don't mind, could you all help me get out of here? I've been here for a long time.
How long is an eon?
Since you've been here for such a long time, would you mind telling us about it?
I have sworn an oath of secrecy.
To who?
To the one who controls this temple.
Which is?
I just said it's secrecy. Come on now.
I mean, if it's the Aboleth, we killed him, so...
No, it is... Ha! The Aboleth is of no power compared to he who owns the temple. I really can't tell you, though. I might get killed instantly and painlessly.
Oh. Would you mind... Zavari, you have detect thoughts.
Don't you dare! I will kill all of you! He starts slithering away. Aha! I'm making my escape!
I want to grab him.
You're not near
I was gonna say, I'm gonna send Tohill over to grab him.
Winston kind of like puts his foot down. Damn you, large man!
I also now have Tohill just, like, ready to strike.
He starts like slapping Toe with his eye socks. Away! But it's kind of like just like lightly tapping him.
Bats him away with his wings.
Ah, my eye! Really? Come on!
Just, I mean, if you can't tell us, then, you know, we could read your thoughts and then you wouldn't have told.
I don't recommend that. You might anger him. I'm serious.
I mean...
Damn, he's been in here so long, it's getting to his head.
Are you okay? This is a case of Stockholm Syndrome.
I am perfectly sane. I've been in this library for a long time, reading books. All I've done is read books for thousands of years. Reading books.
Oh. So do you know all these books?
He's socially
for the most part, I know all these books, I can say, yes.
So, we actually came searching for knowledge about, Shadowfell.
The Shadowfell? I do know of the Shadowfell.
Ooh.
I know how to get to the Shadowfell.
That's exactly what we're looking for.
However, I would like safe passage out of this temple before I tell you anything.
Sure.
Alright, sweet. The name's Kevin.
What the fuck?
The name's Kevin. Kevin the Destroyer. Nice to meet you all.
What are you?
I am an almighty king of the flail snails.
Did he label himself Destroyer? Or was that given by other people?
My name was given to you by righteous warriors of the beach sandcastle. They were kids.
Wait a minute. Oh.
The beach sandcastle.
I destroyed their
What a flail
sandcastle.
snail is?
Roll a nature check.
20.
I feel like I've probably never encountered one, but I might have read about
You've never encountered one, but you've probably heard of one, potentially, depending on what you roll, that is.
Arcana?
Arcana or nature.
We're going with Arcana.
Okay. An 18. You realize that flail snails are highly intelligent, like insectoid type creatures. They're usually a lot larger than he is, typically. Like a lot larger than he is, typically.
Yeah. That's why I was thrown off, because I was like, it looks like something I've read about, but it's so small.
Are you insulting my size as a snail?
Yes.
No, it's just I've just never heard of a specimen. You're rare. You're special.
I was a normal-sized snail at one point.
What happened?
I came to this temple, tried to topple the trials, And I failed, and as such was reduced to this state and left here to rot for thousands of years.
What are these trials? What is the purpose of them?
I have sworn an oath to secrecy, and I also wish not to die, so I cannot tell you.
Okay. Well, that aside, I suppose you can tell us about other things, though, right? Just not things to do with this temple.
Anything other than the very important trials at the temple. Yes, I can tell you all about it.
Cool. So we're looking for these orbs.
Orbs.
That are hidden throughout the plains. Pretty famous, super powerful.
Yes.
I'm sure you've heard of them.
Of course, yes.
One of them's in the Shadowfell. We're trying to get there.
Yes.
Do you know how we can get to the Shadowfell?
You just gotta die.
Alright, well, other than that.
Well, let me use my air quote eye stalks. You just have to die. I know a way.
Can you elaborate?
Kill us.
I'm not telling you how it works, as you might leave me here.
You tell us once we get out.
I will tell you once we get out, yes.
Okay.
I
what
swear.
else do we need to know?
I swear upon my kingly name that I will tell you.
Do you know how to get to the other orbs that are throughout the plains?
Yeah, I have no clue what these orbs you're talking about are. I've been here for a long time.
Really, they're not in any of the books?
The books?
They seem pretty important.
What are the orbs?
Can I just explain like what they've told us about them so far? That
You're gonna tell them who they belong to?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you talking? He's like, you mean you're searching for the orbs that belong to Xen?
Yeah.
I know of Xen. I know everything.
Oh my God.
Kind of. I read a book about it.
Xen has come back, and we're trying to not have him destroy the plains.
Well, I don't know about these orbs, but I do know of Xen. These books have told me many a things. Since the dawn of time.
What can you tell us about Xen?
The creature entity known as Xen. He was forged from darkness itself while he was in the... It's a whole book. You want to? I can take you to the books later, but it's a really good read. Check it out one day. But while he was in the abyss, it is said that he watched the races across the realms slaughter each other time after time in the name of their in the name of their nations and their beliefs. Fathers killing sons, men killing friends, sisters stole from sisters. Millions of lives lost for the sake of power. And so, he was angered by this. He had the child with a mortal woman, and the child was named Aldous. Then the mortal woman died, and the son was angry, and he was like, oh, that's not good. And so, he and Aldous waged war on the plains. That's a summary of the book. You should read it. It's really good, actually. I believe it's row 5, section 6, bookshelf 2.
Oh my God.
Did you make this labeling system?
I did. I've been here for a long time. I'm like a librarian of ancient knowledge.
I know, but like, did you make the labeling system?
Yes, I did.
That's right.
Would you care to hear about Aldous now? I can tell you all about him. It's been a long time since I've talked to anyone, actually.
I can tell.
I'll tell you about Aldous since you asked me so kindly. Aldous was the son, a young boy born of a human woman and a mystical, dark, abyssal entity. His mother raised him as normal. However, his powers were more grandiose than anything the other boys had seen. He was bullied, unaccepted, until finally gods came to kill him. They slaughtered his mother, and in a fit of rage, he killed the gods and fled to the abyss for his father, wanting nothing more than a revenge. That's also the summary. You should read it. It's a good book. I believe it's row 2, section 6, bookshelf 1.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Have you read all these books in here?
I've been here for thousands of years. I've read every single book. Flail snails don't have telepathy! I learned it from these books!
Jesus. I've been here forever.
Also, watch this, and you see like concentrates, and he starts lifting a book with his mind. I've learned telekinesis.
Fuck.
It's been a long time.
He is into transcendence, dude.
It's been a very long time in this.
This is what happens.
On another level, bro.
It's very tiring, though. But this library contains knowledge of everything. The realms, history, curses, chemicals, information on creatures and maps and scrolls and such. Deities.
Oh, maybe we should spend some time reading. Actually, you know what? I just remembered. The Shada's like over the moon.
Yeah. Come! You seem to be intrigued. He slithers up your leg. He like curls up your leg and on your shoulder. You seem to be intrigued by knowledge. What do you wish to learn?
About all this knowledge? Yeah.
What do you wish to learn? She who seeks knowledge. Everything. I can tell you everything. I've memorized so much.
And Sky finished by.
What?
Is there anything specific you wish to know?
You know about the Yuan tea?
The Yuan tea.
Do you know the source of wild magic?
The source of wild. You're asking very intriguing questions. Come. Let us talk for a moment.
My life's work.
Would you care to have your life's work spoiled in a library such as this, or do you care not? Very well. I shall tell you. Intelligence.
Let's go. Where are we going?
He leads you like down the hallway, like this aisle. Yes, this. He like uses his mind to bring a book to like float the book in front of him. He opens the pages with his mind. He's like, yes, this is the book. And he puts it back. I have read the entire book just now. The Yuan tea you speak of. Yes, they are actually a creation of gods. They brought them here to carry on their legacy, to bring their names to power, to bring them worshippers and land. However, things were not that easy as the other gods found this and created the other races, and thus the Yuan tea were brushed to the side as more powerful beings came to be on these planes.
That sucks.
Yes, but they were very evil. Very evil. They did a lot of bad stuff back before there were laws. About the source of wild magic. That too comes from a deity. But depending on your race, depends on the type of magic you have when it comes to wild magic. You being a Yuan tea means your power probably comes from whatever god comes from your people. They are blessings of a sort. Raw energy given by the gods to empower their followers.
Right. I don't need to leave. You know, it's fine. I'm going to stay here.
I suggest you leave this temple while you can.
No, I don't need to.
Hey,
Zen can destroy the planes. I've gotten all the information that I need.
Zen cannot reach this temple. I cannot tell you why, but Zen cannot make it here.
Well, that's fine. I've been looking for a place to go, but can't come yet.
Hey, I gotta get back to the material plane, though. We kind of had a deal here.
Listen, I mean, I can help you get out, but I don't want to leave.
They'll find you. The creatures that roam these halls will find you.
The creatures that roam these halls will find.
I mean, I'm a pretty powerful spellcaster myself, so I think
they
I'll
are
be able to.
Unrelenting. Their numbers I can't count that high, but it's really high. Their numbers.
Ever.
Oh yeah, but can they do this? And
That you want.
Hold on. Wait, what am I gonna do to it? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Wait, what's my limitations for this? Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, Eric, roll perception, by the way. Eric, roll. Actually, no. I'm afraid you can't.
What's his challenge rating?
He is a CR of 3.
3. Okay. Give me a second.
Froggy Romo and Eric, roll perception, please.
Alrighty. There it is. Perception.
Froggy Romo, from where you are, you feel a faint breeze coming from, like a faint breeze, not breeze, a faint like bit of air coming through the bookshelf behind Eric.
Young Eric. There's a breeze coming from behind you.
You look over the bookshelf, and you can see the bookshelf itself looks slightly ajar from where it originally was placed.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, you said the what? What's up with it?
The bookshelf looks slightly ajar from where it was previously.
I'm gonna try and pull it in the way. Pulled out.
Alright, I need both of you to roll strength checks.
Easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at him and say, but can they do? I'll turn him into a giant snapping turtle. Polymorph.
He's like,
Oh.
Is there a wisdom save for that, or just he transforms? Is there a wisdom save for that?
Yeah, if he's unwilling.
I'll have to make a wisdom save. He fails. Now you see. What have you done to me? And yes, they probably can do this. Maybe worse. Not the guys that, not the guardians here, but definitely the.
Oh jeez.
Not the people that roam the hall, but definitely the guy that owns the temple is probably a lot stronger than you.
I also have a wild magic surge.
Oh my god. You blow the library up? Alright, I'm not staying here anymore.
It's like, oh, it's all gone. You know, yeah, I don't need this anymore.
Wait. Do I have advantage because he's helping me?
Yeah, roll advantage.
Okay.
What's the surge, Andrew?
There we go.
21. Yeah, you... And you kind of like slide it to the right side where it seems to be pushed, and it kind of slides into the wall a bit, and it goes into the wall and locks there, revealing. 1 second here. There you go. Map.
My father once told me to treat my third eye. Now man.
Zashada, you hear a loud doom up further north from where the rest of the group is.
Hold on, I'm in the middle of something.
Okay.
Either 18 or 76.
What did you do? What did you do? Oh my god.
I don't know, I'm opening up my table right now. No, that would be an 8. Because the 10 is considered 0. Either an 8 or a 76.
Alright, awesome. Thank you.
With an 8. An 8 is you cast Fireball at 3rd level centered on yourself. And a 76 is you glow with a bright light, dim radius for the next minute. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of you is blinded. So either a fireball, everyone's blind, or you blind people for a minute. Andrew? Andrew. Tark is zooming around right now.
What? What I do?
No, I say you're just zooming, bro. You're just going places. I'm saying you're zooming around. Andrew. Is he dead? I think he might have died. But also, as you all are standing there, depending on what happens, I assume it's going to be the better one. You watch a bright, shining light just kind of flash through the bookshelf area. From the directions Zesheda is in. Where is everybody?
I'm here.
I can hear Divine.
Uh,
Oh, there you are. I couldn't hear. I saw them. I was like, where's everybody? Everyone's dead. But yeah, Eric, you and Frogrum will push open the bookshelf and reveal another room behind it.
Oh. I want to peek. I want to go in carefully.
Wait a minute.
And I'm
I was waiting for Zesheda first.
I'm going to pull out my... Eric waits for now.
Oh, also, can I have you all, Frogrum and Eric, I need you to roll stealth once more as you open the bookshelf.
Okay. I cannot.
I know I got it for you.
Come on, boy.
So I know you guys are trying to be stealthy right now.
I also want to take out my
Frogimoto's never stealthy.
vicious longsword and prepare.
Froggy Romo is fucking tanky.
Yeah, so... I'm waiting for Andrew to get back first.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna start glowing brightly.
Yeah, okay. But I'll say you're gonna wait there for like a minute or so. Just wait there for a minute, I guess.
Yeah.
But you all watch as from
And
where
he's
Zesheda
the
and
giant
Frogger,
turtle.
from where Zesheda is, you see a large snapping turtle clapping its hook hands together, and a bright light from behind the bookshelf as Zesheda is illuminating a large amount of light. He's like, "Can you please turn me back?"
What?
That's no fun.
Please, I don't want to be a crab. I can't use telekinesis as a crab. Well, I can.
You're a turtle.
Oh wait, I don't want to be a turtle. Please, I wish to be a snail.
Snail. Oh, a snail turns him into a regular.
No. What? How?
No, I'll change him back.
Thank you. And after a minute has passed, your group is kind of waiting there while the doors open, and you hear a slight from behind the doorway, and then a loud snapping sound from around the corner as you slam open the bookshelf.
Kevin, what the fuck is that?
Ah, your friends were too loud. They have found us. He slithers onto Winston's shoulder. The ones that patrol the halls. And you all hear a slow as a creature rounds a corner. It kind of like snaps its head to the right, and you see this four-armed creature wielding a large sword in one hand, holding a lantern in the other hand, with this dim glowing orange light just covering it. Like it has a large just glowing orange circle on its face where its eye should be. And it kind of
Oh my god.
turns its head to the group and it goes and then you hear it
Can
more.
I just jump attack that shit right then and there?
You're welcome to, yes. Jump over there and make an attack.
Yeah.
Do I recognize it at all?
You do not.
Cool.
But as you leap in there, Froggy Romo, you hear as more of them start shambling from the room next to you. Make your attack. That does hit. 16 points. You shink, and you cut it in half, and it falls on the ground.
Oh. One hit. Damn.
And you watch as
That was easy.
You watch as the rest of their eyes start glowing this bright red, and they kind of shine out towards you all, or towards Froggy Romo, and you all see
to a samurai stance.
you all
Here we go.
You all see Froggy Romo as he stands there, sword in hand. You see these bright red lights as more footsteps start emerging from the darkness. I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh my gosh. There's a lot of them. Holy fuck.
And
Yeah, but I mean, if 16 hit points kills them, then...
What the fuck are you?
oh my god, Tarek.
He was eating a hamburger.
He was eating a hamburger.
He stopped at the light hamburger.
You may have killed
Put on his
Avenger.
Put on his hazards lights.
But I am a samurai.
Because he was eating a hamburger.
You all get you all get a message from what's his name, from Boris. He's like, what the hell are those things down there, guys? Is everything okay?
Wait, what happened now?
Boris sent you a message like, what the hell are those things? Are you all okay down there? It sounds very dangerous. They look pretty disgusting. Well, not disgusting, but they don't look right.
We're fine, Boris.
Alright, you guys stay safe there, I guess. And Grim had a 20.14. Let's roll for Eric.
Grim was a 5.12.
Oh, wait. But it says you were the 5.12 as a Shada.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh. I was like, what? What happened?
Mixed up.
Initiative for Zavari. Kevin is like, would you all care for me to assist you in combat, friends?
Can you?
Of course!
You can, sure.
I am the almighty Kevin, the Destroyer.
Sure. Do this, Kevin.
I will ride your friend. Looks over him. What's your name? Winston. I will ride your friend Winston into battle.
Winston, have you consented to this?
Winston's like, at this point, man, I don't care anymore. I've seen enough in my lifetime to not really care at this point.
Like, I stopped caring when you guys brought me to.
It's like, I stopped caring when I fought a giant swimming tentacle monster.
He stopped caring when he died and came back to life.
Honestly? Yeah, I think he stopped caring back when we first saw failure.
Yeah.
Sending top of the round is actually one of them. It's going to shamble over to you right here, and it's going to make.
Hit me with your best shot.
Fire away.
Excuse me.
Right. What's your AC? It is an 18. Oh, wow. They actually all missed. Watch as it... And then it brings its arm out and tries to slam you twice with its arm. But your man just like... dodges the way as the blade and slams come cracking down next to you.
I'm a frog. I am nimble. I may not be stealthy, but I am nimble.
I may not be stealthy, but I am nimble.
Oh, and I am swift.
That ends that one. It is now Grim's turn.
Oh, baby. Grim's gonna walk up to here. Oh, there's a lot of them. You were right.
Yeah, dude. Told you.
He'll cast Ice Knife at this guy.
Okay.
I'll do it at first level, because why not?
Dex save.
So, well, it takes... Hold on. I have to make an attack roll to hit first, which is apparently not included on this.
Are you ready for the riot?
No? Weird. What's his spell attack bonus? +7, so it's a d20 +7.
That does hit, yeah.
16?
That does
Okay,
hit,
so
yeah.
that one takes 9 points, and then they all have to make a dex save, or else they take 2d6 cold.
You said the one above Fargo, right?
Anyone within 5 feet of.
Which one got shot though with the dagger?
So it was this guy. So he has to make a dex save, and the ones within 5 feet.
And they take. You said they take cold damage, right?
Yeah, and if they fail, they take 2d6 cold, which also isn't included on here, so roll that. If they fail, they take 8 points.
Okay. DC 15. That is 1 success, so one of them takes 8 points.
If they succeed, they take no damage.
The other one succeeds, so he's fine. Alright. Is that ending Grim's turn? Grim gonna move it all?
That's the end of his turn, yeah.
Alright, this one is going to... Which move do they have? Okay. So he's going to shamble over to Froggeramo on this side. And make its attacks as well. You do get hit, Froggeramo, 3 times actually. As it kind of slam the sword swing over once, you block the sword the first swing, it swings over again. The sword again. This time the sword kind of nicks your arm, dealing 13 points of damage.
So you're siding with
I don't care.
Divine.
I don't have purple.
I'll mark it off for him. The first swing deals 13 points of damage. The second one brings it over, getting it, punches you twice in the side, dealing another 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage.
Who, me?
Yes. So you took... 1 second here. I already marked it off for you. But in total,
okay.
But in total you took 13. You took 35 points of damage.
Woo!
That is that one's turn. This one is going to shamble up to you as well. And make its attacks. That's
I'm about to re-ginky these shits, dude.
this is, 3 more attacks to hit you from the next guy. The first sword swings around and shoot, slams into you. It swings once again, shoot, across your side this time. It tries to punch you once to the side. You manage to dodge it, but the second one does come down and boom, across your chin. You take 16. Oh, who just left? That Tark who just left? 5, 6.
What happened? I'm sorry. What did you say, my name? Say my name.
Let me get my calculator. 1 second. Let me get my calculator real quick, actually. I think I did their math, but I gotta make sure I did it right. I'm sorry. I'm out of your damn right now, Divine. You did get hit. You got hit 3 times again.
God dang.
Taking 51 points of damage.
Woo!
Jeez.
And then shoot, boom, into the side with one of the fists. The second one you managed to block off as you're stumbling back. I'll mark it off for you guys. Eric, it is now your turn.
Yeah, just hit him with the.
What'd you say?
Am I close or far?
You're pretty close. You can make it there if you walked.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna run up the 2 swings for my sword.
I'll have Jackson join you.
Yeah, I didn't even know Jack.
Yeah, Jackson made it. He's not dead. So 2 swings. That. Oh, it's a crit actually. With your first swing, you all watch as Eric cuts this thing diagonally in half with a slash, and it falls on the ground. His second attack, I'll say he moves up here with his second attack. Second attack, he does hit as well. 11 points to the second one as it's slashed into its side and it cuts open a large gash in its body. Jackson also has 2 attacks. Jackson. Jackson is going to make a bite and a claw attack.
Thank you. Call me Mister.
That's a hit and another hit. 19 points. You watch as Jackson bites into its neck and throws it on the ground, then claws across its face. Falls on the ground dead as well. Or actually, what I have here. Does that work? No, this doesn't work. Okay. That still hits him. And Jackson will go to right here. Ending Eric's turn. Up next is the one